Hey, how you doing? It's Justin here. Um, I'm out and about and that today. I'm just on my lunch break and quite lucky that in my job it gives me the time to be able to sort of get out and have a wander and that rather than just sitting in the van eating a sandwich. I always have my pack with me and it's always got everything that I need into it. And while I was just coming out to this little spot that I'm in the woods today, I was just kind of sort of thinking about. I just did a video prior to this one about how people that are just getting into bushcraft, wild camping, the survival sort of side of things, how they can learn new skills, practice what they've learned, but also push themselves forwards. And I touched on a few ways of them going about that, and it kind of got me to sort of wondering, when people are just getting into this, if they've got like necessarily the right things while they're going out, and what would you do when you're sort of out in a situation and a situation develops? Can you adapt? Can you sort of improvise? Can you deal with a change in circumstances that come up? And obviously most of us are quite sort of like, not necessarily like advances or different levels of skills that we have, but obviously some of us practice this quite a lot. The people that are just getting into this, would they be able to deal with certain things? So I'm out here today and I've just got a coffee and that on the go and a brew, and I just thought, well, what have I got? Say I'm out and about on a walk, and suddenly I find myself in a situation where I need to sort of stop, and that I'm either lost or just something's happened. Maybe I've got an injury. So what would you do in a situation like that? What you carry in your pack is absolutely vital. So one of the main things that is obviously my number one thing that I never ever go without is first aid kit. First aid kit. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure that if you're using bits and bobs out of this, that you actually replace them. Periodically check what's in your first aid kit. Make sure it's going to cover you for what eventualities you may find yourselves in. First aid. Are you up to date with your first aid? I'm ex-cadets, ex-army, ex-outdoor pursuits instructor. I've done loads of courses. For my job, I have to keep updated on first aid, both indoors and on outdoor courses. It's all very well having a very bit of basic first aid knowledge, but could you actually use it in a real world situation? First aid kit, having the knowledge what to do with it. That's it. So you're out there in the woods, or you're out there going across the mountains and that, and most of us nowadays, we're just gonna, a lot of us are just gonna use our phones. Phones are great. They give us the ability to do videos, take the pictures of when we're out. Having a phone is okay. There are some really good apps on there for like navigation and that, but only ever use it as a backup. Only ever use it as a backup, okay? And one of the most secondary fundamental skills I've ever learned, okay? Map reading and the ability to use a compass. Okay, it's all very well just using dead reckoning, line of sight, but sorry, excuse me, just need to stir my noodles. Learn to map read. I learned very, very early, and I continuously sort of put that to use when I was in the cadets and the army, and I used to teach map reading when I was at the outdoor activity centre. Go on a course. It's the best thing you can ever do. Learn to map read, okay, in all weathers, okay, in all light conditions, day and night. I literally cannot underestimate the importance of the knowledge that map reading and compass work will give you. Obviously, secondary to that, dedicated sat-nav, handheld GPS devices. That's what I would not be without, them two items there. Number 3, for me, my number one bushcraft tool, okay, your knife, okay, your bushcraft knife, okay. Never ever without that. Knowing how to use it, what works for you in terms of the right size, the right sort of weight of the knife, the grind on the knife is absolutely paramount. Obviously, it has to be sharp, okay? A blunt knife is about as much use as an ashtray on a motorbike, sorry. Absolutely no use at all. learn how to keep it sharp, learn how to hone it, work the grind, keep it sharp, keep it safe, know where it is. Number 3, okay? Water. I've been out today, and while I was actually walking here, I've got my pack on with me, I'm out and about. Know when to drink, okay? Dehydration can have severe consequences. Don't just have it, use it, okay? Don't wait till you're thirsty, that's already too late. Constantly sip water, don't glug it down every hour or so. Know when to have your water, periodically stop, okay? Make sure your water is there, it's handy, okay? You've got to use it, you've got to use it. Have enough with you for when you're out and about. So, for example, today I'm only out for a short bit, but I've got hot water for my coffee, I've got water here to feed my food, keep me hydrated, and I'll still have enough for when I leave here in a little bit. If you're going to be out for longer, getting yourself dedicated water filtration device, there are many out there, that's a great avenue to go for. Your fire lighting kit, knowing when it's going to come in handy. Don't have it at the very bottom of your pack, it needs to be near the top, okay? If you suddenly find yourself in a situation and you've got to get everything out of your pack to find that at the bottom, okay, no point. Learn how to pack, know exactly what you want to have in your fire kindling pouch, okay? Your fire pouch is paramount. Know exactly what you've got in there, and know different ways of getting a fire started as well, okay? I've been out today, okay, and while I've been out, I've got my little foraging pouch with me. I've been gathering up bits and bobs in here, some silver birch bark, paper, and the actual bark, shavings, silver birch, twigs at the end because they just catch a light, and then some bigger kindling sticks, and I've got that in there. I'm not actually lighting a fire today, but I now have stock, so say something should happen, then I've actually got a fire lighting source ready to go with me, okay? When you're out and about, always be gathering little bits. If you've got a pouch, pop them in, okay? Pockets on the side, pop little bits in. Always handy, okay? So I said about having water, okay? Obviously food is really important when I'm out and about and walking. Make sure you've got enough food to keep you sustained, water first, food second, okay? So I can go a lot longer without food than I can water. Water first, food second, but know when you feed yourself and that. Periodically take stops, get some energy in you. I always have a couple of flapjacks, okay? Always have flapjacks, oat bars, something like that, banana, something that's slow releasing energy. Constantly keep feeding your body, okay? It requires energy. That's it. Let's just turn that stove off. Night's drawing in, okay? I'm out and about during the day now, okay? Little Petzl head torch, okay? Fresh batteries in there. In my pack, I've got another couple of little batteries. Say something goes wrong, you're out there now, you don't know how long you're gonna be out for, and have the ability to at least have it on, okay? Know that the battery's gonna last, have backups, because you may end up walking out in the dark, okay? So, can't read a map in the dark. So, always have one of those to hand. So, I've got me water, got my food, okay? Got the ability to feed and drink, okay? I've got my knife in case I need to gather more materials and that. I've got my first aid kit, I've got my map and my compass. Those are just some of the basic things, but having the ability to put those all to use, when to use them, knowing that you're doing it in a correct manner is paramount, okay? Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I cannot underestimate that. Just get out there, practice your craft, get yourself booked onto courses, push yourself, develop, ask questions, okay? Do research, get into Facebook groups, okay? Follow people on YouTube and that. Subscribe to this brilliant magazine, the Bushcraft and Survival Skills magazine. Book on courses for first aid. These are all things that are going to just develop your skills so that not only do you have the ability to look after yourself and enjoy the time that you're out, but you're also safe that you're out. And also, if you come across other people that are in a less fortunate position than yourself, you're able to help them out as well. So that's it. That's my little bits and bobs for today. I'm going to sign off, drink my coffee, eat my food, 10 or 15 minutes chill out time, back to work. Catch you later.
Bye.